Welcome, everyone. Today, we're going to take a deep dive into the seriously rich and flavorful world of traditional Macedonian food. So, think about this for a second. What if a country's story was literally written in its recipes? You know, its history, its land, its culture, all served up on a single plate. Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore with Macedonia. And you really can't understand the food without first getting to know the land it comes from. I mean, in Macedonia, they're basically one and the same thing. Okay, so what makes it so special? Well, just look at this. Macedonia is just blessed with this perfect setup. You've got this sub-Mediterranean climate, right? That means hot, sunny summers. You've got incredibly rich, fertile soil, and tons of fresh water. It's like a chef's dream garden, but on a national scale. And because of that amazing environment, you get the absolute soul of the cuisine, these incredible, fresh ingredients. We're talking about what the source material calls divine and nutritious fruits and vegetables, top-notch dairy, great meat. I mean, everything begins right here with this amazing natural bounty. All right, so you've got this amazing foundation of local ingredients. But here's where the plot thickens, or should I say where the dish gets seasoned, because centuries of history have come along and added all these new layers of flavor and technique right on top. So what you end up with is this incredible fusion on your plate. On one hand, you have these deep, local Macedonian roots, that focus on super fresh seasonal stuff and fantastic dairy products. But then, layered right on top, is this enduring influence from Turkish culture. And that brings in things like savory meat dishes, incredible pastries, and oh man, those amazing desserts with sorbet and walnuts. It's this beautiful mix, and you're about to see exactly how it all comes together in the food itself. Okay, enough talk, let's get to the good stuff and see how this blend of land and history actually tastes. We're going to look at 3 signature dishes. First up, we've got pacha. Now this is a real classic, a rich, savory meat jelly that's just perfect for a cold winter day. And of course, it's often enjoyed the right way, with a nice glass of grape brandy. And look at these ingredients, so simple, right? This really gets to the heart of that traditional nose-to-tail way of cooking. Nothing goes to waste. The pig's feet are absolutely key here, not just for the meat, but because they're packed with natural collagen. That's the secret. That's what lets it set into a perfect jelly all on its own. No weird additives needed. And the preparation? This is where the magic really happens. It's all about slow cooking. We're talking a 5-hour simmer that creates this incredibly rich, flavorful broth, which then just sets into a jelly by itself. It's simple, but it's a real labor of love, for sure. Okay, from the heart of winter, let's jump straight into summer with letna manza. This dish comes from the Strumica region, and it just screams summer. It absolutely sings with the flavor of fresh peppers and tomatoes picked right at their peak. And what I love about this dish is just how simple it is. It shows you how confident they are in their ingredients. When your produce is this good, you don't need to do a whole lot to it. This isn't about fancy techniques, it's just a pure, honest celebration of amazing vegetables. It's like tasting the Macedonian sun. And the prep is just so rustic and beautiful. You just chop up the peppers and tomatoes, fry the peppers a bit, then add the tomatoes and let it all cook down until the juice gets thick. Season it at the end, and that's it. You can have it hot or cold, and it's almost always served with some fresh cheese and a good hunk of bread. And for our last dish, let's look at chalbur. This is just one of those wonderfully comforting, versatile dishes. It's basically poached eggs, and it's a huge favorite, especially down in the southeast. And again, look how simple the main ingredients are, just eggs and cheese. But here's that little touch of magic, a sizzle of paprika. And that right there, that use of paprika for color and that smoky flavor, that is a perfect little taste of the historical fusion we were talking about. It just adds another layer that completely elevates the dish. The method is just brilliant. You gently poach the eggs, lay them on a bed of crushed white cheese, and then, and this is the best part, you pour that hot, sizzling, fragrant paprika oil right over everything. Seriously, it's such a great example of how you can take just a few simple things and, with a little care, turn them into something incredibly satisfying. So, we've seen the ingredients, the history, the dishes, but here's the most important takeaway. In Macedonia, food is never just food. It's so much more than what's on the plate. It goes way deeper than that. I mean, this quote from our source material really says it all. We share the soul, ours and the one of Macedonia. Food is about connection. It's about generosity. It's about sharing everything, your joy, your pain, your life, over a meal. You're sharing your soul, and the very soul of the country. And that idea, that hospitality, is actually the most important ingredient of all. That really sticks with you, doesn't it? So it leaves us with a question I want you to think about. What food, what single dish truly represents the soul of your home?